So guys, Graham and I have come out to the restaurant tonight in the marina just to take a break, and I found this when I was cleaning out the wardrobe. This is my wedding dress actually. I got married in this. I'll just give you a twirl. It's got one of those, what do you call them?
You need to back up a bit. That's it.
It's got one of these, a fishtail they call it. So this dress is from 2006. And I found it in the back of the wardrobe in an unspeakable condition, and I've been washing it in the house and it came up quite nice, and I still fit into it, so I'm quite pleased about that. Yeah, I wore this. Do you know what? There was the most almighty argument over what I was going to wear to get married in. Graham wanted me to wear a corset with a big skirt, like Little Bo Peep, you know, or the Wicked Lady. And it really put pressure on me and really upset me. It was quite the groomzilla. And my mum made me this black velvet long coat with white satin in it, and one of my great aunt's marquisite diamond kind of buckles, and that was lovely. I based it off Camilla's. I'm sure I've said this before. And then I said to her, well, I need to find a dress because the coat is the statement piece. We went out to Brighton and Graham had yammered on so much about, I want you to wear a full crinoline, and I thought, well, it won't fit under this sort of medieval style coat. And I don't want to wear a corset, and I don't want a crook and a fucking bonnet. Anyway, first shop I saw, this dress was hanging up, 20 quid, outside a punk rock shop. I said to my mum, I'm fed up, that'll do, I'll have it. And she said, I knew you'd do something like that. I knew it. But she said, doesn't matter, the coat's the thing and the coat will be over it. So there you go. This is my wedding dress. I wore green and I didn't wear a tiara. I had an arum lily in my hair. You'll have to put some pictures up, Graham. Right, ghost story. It's a bit windy tonight, which is a bit awkward, isn't it? Fucking wind, fuck off.
Cheers, darling.
Cheers. I love these kind of videos because it's like we're all at dinner together. But I'm smoking, I'm sorry. So if you don't like smoking, go and sit at the next table. Only joking. So, yeah, I thought, oh, better get some footage in before I get hammered. I'm not going to get hammered, but I feel like I'm going insane. I think I have always been insane. I really do. I don't know. I think I speak my mind a little bit too much.
Nothing wrong with that, darling. I don't want it ever to change.
Whatever I'm thinking, that's what's coming out my mouth. Worse and worse as I get older. Yeah, what were we talking about a minute ago?
Oh, your wedding dress?
No, after that, when the camera was off. I've forgotten now.
I don't know.
Anyway, ghost stories.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I just remembered something today. Because a lot of you had said after the ghost stories I told before, because for those of you who have not been with me from the beginning, you probably don't realise I grew up in a haunted house.
She did.
Seriously, I grew up in a house in Lewes, you can look it up, 86 High Street, Lewes. And it's hundreds of years old, well, 250, 300 years old. My dad was a senior partner in the law firm there, Lewis, Holman and Lawrence. And we lived in the flat upstairs, so, and a lot of things went bump in the night, and then some in that house. And I lived there the first 20 years of my life. Anyway, sorry, I've just seen our son, and he hasn't got a key to the boat, so he's going to come bothering us, or he's going to wonder where we are, or he's worse, he's going to ring me while... Anyway, yeah.
How you can edit it all together?
When we bought this boat we've got here, I've mentioned this before, we've got a resident ghost on it, although having said that, haven't seen her, haven't heard from her. The other night I thought I heard footsteps on the back deck, but it could have been a chair rocking or something. It wasn't distinctive like she can be. I think she likes what I've done to the wardrobe, actually, Sandra. I bet she'd have loved that when she's a lady who died on our boat, apparently. Anyway, for some reason, oh, that's right, we were coming back from the house today, and there was some old guy, bless him, and he was walking towards the car as Graham's driving into the marina, dead slow, and he saw the car and he staggered gradually into the path of the car until Graham had to come to a complete stop. I mean, bless him, he was of a great age, but I said to him, well, you know, if he's going to do that, he's going to get run over, isn't he? And that's what made me think of the ghost story. I just remembered. I used to live in Hove. Here we come, here we come. I can hear him coming now. Is he? No. Yeah, I used to live in a flat years before I met Graham, And Graham's got a story like this, and let us know if any of you have got stories like this. I think it was a Sunday because there was no traffic. I used to live on Sackville Road, and I used to go to the local shopping centre on Blatchington Road in Hove. And I went out one evening and I went to Kentucky Fried Chicken, and I think I went over to Thresher and the Co-op. So I was crossing Blatchington Road back and forth as and when the shops I needed in order. And there was no traffic. It was really quiet.
She's coming to take your order.
Oh, is she?
It's okay.
Hola. Entrecot y pollo con queso.
Entrecot, punto medio.
Medio, sí.
Y pollo.
Gracias.
Muchas gracias.
Anyway, before so rudely interrupted by the lovely young Spanish waitress. Where was I up to? Yeah, so I was crossing Blatchington Road. It was really quiet. It was the evening. It was still daylight. I think it was probably summer. And I'm very good at crossing the road. You know, I've never been run over. Not even a near miss, really. Well, maybe once in London by a cyclist that was going crazy. But generally, I mean, I don't think I've ever been seriously run over. And I'd look to the left, I'd look to the right, I'd look to the left again, you know. And I've got all my faculties, and I've got a pretty good recollection of events. And there was nothing. And Blatchington Road, anyone who knows it, it's a really long road. Parked cars both sides, but it's a nice, easy, long road, like one of those old Roman roads. Why are you laughing at that? Why is that so funny?
Like a Roman road.
Did you not know that most of the Hove streets are original Roman roads?
No.
New Church Road?
That's really long and straight.
Portland Road?
That's long and straight.
Someone told me that. They said it goes back to Roman
I don't believe the Romans were there.
No, the Romans didn't build Portland fucking Road or New Church Road. No, of course they didn't.
Or park cars either side. But anyway, go on, the story you were telling.
Well, they'd park their chariots,
the story you were telling, yeah. Double yellow, you can't park here!
Anyway, are you trying to sabotage my ghost story?
No.
Because I'm going to do that to your ghost story. Anyway, I stepped out into the road and I double checked, and it's a long straight road, nothing coming. And as I was in the middle of the first lane, I saw a red car bonnet and the headlights, and I heard, and I thought, shit. And I did this, you know, I'm about to be hit by a car, and I flinched in the middle of the road. And then I looked again, there was nothing there, and everyone was looking at me, and I thought, what the fuck? Over to you, your ghost story.
Well, I won't drag mine out as long as you did yours. Mine was in Liverpool, okay, and you can actually go and look. It was on the junction between Chilwell Valley Road and Shelwood Avenue, and I was coming down Shelwood Avenue. Just put that down because I need my hands for a prop. Anyway, Chilwell Valley Road is a bend. It's on a bend where the T-junction hits, okay? So I was driving down the road, came to the T-junction, and because it's on a bend, and the Coronation used to be there, the pub, gone now. So you could look this way, you could look that way, nothing coming. So as I went to set out to turn right, I saw in the peripheral mid-vision a white car coming straight up to the car like that. Whoa! And I slammed on and looked, and there was nothing there. And I'm sitting there thinking, oh. Anyway, my mate sat next to me in the car, said to me, did you just see a white car? I'm like, But it took me back because years and years before that, I remember when I was a kid, in the back seat of my dad's car, we'd driven down Chilwell Valley, past that spot, and a car had actually crashed into the wall. There was like a garden wall. It wasn't a garden wall, it was there was a school there. It was a girls' school. Everywhere between Shelwood Avenue and the railway line, that was a big brick girls' school, and all playing fields. It's gone now. It's a housing estate now. But I remember seeing a car embedded in the wall. I mean, it might not be the same thing, but that was weird. That's the only time I've ever seen a ghost that I would describe as seeing something that wasn't there.
It's strange, isn't it?
Yeah.
It makes you wonder. I mean, I used to watch these YouTube videos where they say, I was driving along a dark road at night and then I saw a girl in a nightie and then I heard a girl got killed there years before and the legend, you know, like Mr. Nightmare. My kids used to watch me say, it's disturbing, disturbing. But yeah, I mean, that was fucked up. I mean, I'm wondering if I'm imagining it. If I just crossed into the road and it's coming at me from the right, is that the correct side of the road for the UK? Because I can't remember now.
No, we drive on the left. But it's a bend, you see, so this person must have come across the road and then crashed into that wall, which was just behind me there.
And you were with your mate John?
Yeah. But I was pulled up at the junction.
And did he see it as well?
He did.
Now, he is not a fanciful chap.
No.
Not at all. He's not into any of this stuff.
If he said he saw it, he saw it.
He's a nutter as well. Here's to nutters are us.
There's loads of nutters in our life.
I'm a nutter. I am a nutter.
Oh yeah. I'm not.
You know, from like when I was little, people would do something bizarre in front of me. And yeah, kids are like this. They're like, and they just soak it all up and accept it. And I never got past that.
Do you want your bread?
It's like...
No, it's still warm in the middle. Will it?
Okay, if you say so. Or you can have
soft in the middle.
Like crisps.
It's just come out the microwave.
Do you know, and I'll tell you another story you just reminded me of. We went to a hotel in Brighton. My mum said, come on, you and Graham need to go out and have some fun. I mean, I don't know what she was thinking. We used to have more fun staying at home with the kids. And it's expensive to go out. As I say, we're sitting here. But we went to a hotel, which shall not be named. And the guy brought the bread rolls, and they were worse than that. I mean, you could have hammered a nail in with it. And I said to him, oi, not exactly that rude, but I said, can you get me some fresh bread rolls? And he was quite sweety, and he said, what's the matter with them? I said, I can't bite into them. I said, they're like rocks. And he actually picked it up with the napkin and squeezed it. He said, no, they're fresh. I said, I don't think so, mate. I don't think so. You could literally, you could break bricks with that. Anyway, he said, well, I'll go and get Madam something more acceptable and great.
Your son's coming. He wants to.
What was it you said to me after the race? Oh God, here we go. Ben, back in a minute.
You got to watch it for that. You press it and it goes off.
I've put my new velvet coat on now. But you get a similar effect for the wedding dress. Well, this wasn't the jacket at the time. I think everybody's seen my coat. Yeah, I was going to ask you something. Have you been terrorising anybody on Flight Sim and stalking people in virtual reality? Because
apparently, I had a complaint today. I went to. I know you.
No names mentioned, please.
I know you enjoy my Flight Sim videos so much, right? I mean, hardly anybody watches them, right? But out of the people that do, someone complained today. They said, hey, why are you flying near my house? I thought, it's Flight Simulator, right? It's not real.
Well, actually, the person who complained is friends with another person who not long ago did a video about someone being virtually raped or something and making out how ridiculous it is that people complain about what goes on in virtual reality. Now, virtual rapes, I don't know nothing about that. I mean, I don't go on virtual reality and no one's ever tried that with me. But I mean, the idea that apparently it's a thing. So I think someone got convicted for virtual rape on a, you know, like these Second Life games where you have an avatar. I think someone actually went to prison for that. Yeah. I know, it's bizarre, isn't it? But I don't know the nitty-gritty of it. You know, there could be more to the story. But this person that I know of had done a video all about, oh, how can you be raped virtually over the internet? You know, it's quite an ignorant thing. And he's a mate of this person who's accusing Graham of stalking him on virtual reality. Ooh, hypocrisy. Anyway, so Marsden airstrip, which I think is now used something to do with Brexit.
Manston in Kent.
Right.
RAF Manston.
Very fact, I don't want to fucking see you landing at Gatwick either. That's quite near to his house. Or Heathrow. You not to do that, you naughty boy.
I landed at Buckingham Palace and the King didn't complain.
And I don't want to see you landing at Headcorn. And I don't want to see you landing at Shoreham, because these are all places in the...
How do I know where all the trolls live? I mean, you know.
I don't know, or how anybody live, where
I fly all over the
know.
UK, I've been everywhere, right? And if there's anywhere I haven't been, I'm going there, right? Because that's what I do. Try to go to places I haven't been.
So there are certain places we're not allowed to go in virtual reality, according to certain people. I just thought I'd get that dig in for what it's worth.
Yeah. E-Shot, for example.
We're
I got a load of shit for landing at E-Shot once, going round E-Shot Airport.
Where's that?
It's near Felton.
Where's that?
It's in Scotland, I think, near Scotland.
Scotland?
Someone complained.
You're fucking joking. Who lives in Scotland? Whereabouts in Scotland?
No, it's in England, Northumberland.
Oh, I know who that is.
Some dog walker said, you can't fly over my village. You're stalking me.
And I don't want to see you flying at the now defunct Ford strip, because the prisoners at Ford Open Prison might complain you're stalking them. Just thought I'd make that point for what it's worth. I've given him the key now. He broke his keys to the boat the other day, so he keeps stealing mine. No, the man with the bread rolls. And the man went off, and I thought, good, he's going to bring back some nice soft bread rolls.
You say it's trendy to have stale bread these days? It's all the rage, all the yuppies want stale bread, do they? Oh, right, okay.
He said something like that, and it was really expensive. It was a hotel restaurant. Anyway, I wasn't rude, but I was really polite at first. But when he was like arguing with me, there's nothing wrong with these bread rolls. I was like, oh fuck, not that rude, but you know, do us a favour, go to the kitchen and see if there's something a little bit softer. Anyway, goes off to get it, and Graham said, you know, he's going to rub those new bread rolls all over his bollocks before he brings them back.
Never complain in restaurants, never. Never say, take it back to the... because you know we're going to spit on it.
Well, we promised some ghost stories. We've got to think up some more ghost stories, Graham. Memories.
Well, that was my only ghost story. And I've told that one before, so we're using...
That cannot be your only ghost story.
I haven't seen it. Well, Sandra on the boat.
The one on the boat, yeah. We've all seen her.
Which you mentioned before.
Yeah.
What's in Trevor's watch?
Oh, yeah, it's nice. That's actually a car. I thought it was a motorbike. Something's massive there, isn't it?
I think it's in low range.
Oh, right, okay. I'll turn it off.
Cheers, darling. I hope you don't mind me eating your roll.
No, that's alright.
I'm hungry, you see.
You've obviously got better teeth than me. I'm not risking it.
I hate those crusts. They cut all your mouth, don't they? And I like soft rolls. That's why I always wondered why old people like soft rolls and know now.
I liked them when I was a kid. They used to cut my mouth to pieces, those crusty ones.
How's your G&T? Mine's going down amazing.
Can't wait till my cheesy chicken comes.
Anyway, Trevor got this watch today, which I was super impressed with. Double envious, of course. Well done, mate. Because for years, you know, as a pilot, I've been into pilot watches now, and I've got this near perfect one, but the fingers suck on it. But other than that, it's spot on. It's a Timex. And Trevor's got this one sent to him today. It was Pagoda, I can't remember the name of it, something like that.
Pagoda.
£1,400 watch. Super duper. Spot on, exactly what I was looking for. I wouldn't pay that much for a watch, but wow, what a cool watch. And you know, us fellas are into watches. She kept complaining because I had a row of watches. What you were trying to buy another watch for?
I don't talk like that.
No, she doesn't talk like that. Here you are, darling.
No, carry on.
No, that was it. I was just saying congratulations to Trevor. He's got a fantastic watch.
You said about your little watch wardrobe.
Really, yeah. I've got, well, the old break, you know, I found a really good one I thought was really good. It was a Vostok, a Russian watch. And it was one of those automatic ones, no battery, so it goes forever as long as you move about. If you keep still too long, you stop.
That's no good for
you. You have to wind them up. So, I mean, come to COVID, it kept stopping, so I had to keep winding it up. And I must have overwound it, and it packed up. So I have to take it to the... But by the time you've paid the watchmaker to sort of release the spring and get it going again, you may as well have just bought another watch, because they're like 30 quid each. And I've never had a 1,400 Euro watch. I'm really impressed. I'm really impressed.
I've got one.
Have you?
I've got a watch that's worth about £2,000.
Yeah, you have. Yeah.
Yeah, let's not talk about that.
Let's not talk about that. It was their dad's, and it doesn't want it.
I do appreciate you paying all that money to get it renovated.
I thought, you know, she'd like that, but
it didn't work, though, did it?
No. They said they renovated it. Not renovated. What's the word? Serviced it.
Serviced it, yeah.
Serviced it. Anyway, she had it back for 5 minutes, and it was running all right, and then it misted up. So I took it back to the shop. I said it's misted up inside, and they took it apart. I said, "Oh, can't get the pin out. You know, the crown won't come out. It's rusted in." I said, "Well, how did you get it out before when you serviced it then? Or is it just rusted up in a week?"
It's supposed to be all gold innards.
Or the case has got it's Zenith.
No, the inside's
Zenith watch.
The inside's meant to be gold as well. The guy who renovated it anyway.
Probably put it cheap inside, and I don't know. I have no idea, but it didn't work. £300 later.
That reminds me of something. I've thought of some more ghost stories while we've been talking about that. But there was something else. When I did that interview with Vintage Read, I was reading all through her comments, and there was one person who said they were a Gibraltarian, and they said, they didn't say I was lying. They said, "It's not true. There is no poverty in Gibraltar. There are no homeless people. We all live like kings." And I wanted to say to that person, oh, do me a favour. Thankfully, not many Gibraltarians are like that.
I think the food's arriving.
Some of them are, but there is poverty. There's extreme poverty in Gib, believe me. Oh, thank you very much. And there are homeless people.
Yeah.
There's a homeless hostel in Gibraltar, but you get the odd person who says that. Right, let's have dinner.
So there we go, it's all gone. We've eaten it. What did you think of yours?
Excellent, as always. Yeah, I remembered some ghost stuff. Somebody, Naomi, you know who you are, was asking about haunted places in Gibraltar, and the most haunted place in Gibraltar that I've been told is Town Range. Look it up on the internet.
It's the back of the convent. Back of number 6. The other side from the convent. Yeah. Everyone said, oh yeah, Town Range.
Badly haunted. In fact, that's where the DSS is, isn't it? Wonder if that's
the tax office. Yeah,
the tax office and
yeah.
Back of the
I
Elliot.
don't know what's gone on. We should go up there with your ghost. Have you still got your ghost app on your phone?
Ah, it was a stupid thing. Back of the Elliot Hotel. Look up the Elliot Hotel Gibraltar, and Town Range is behind that. And I had a mate, I'm sure I said this before, they saw a little girl in their apartment, solid, solid. They didn't touch her, but she wasn't see-through or anything. They saw the living room door rattling, and they opened the hall, and there she was, dripping wet. His mother screamed, and they went back to look, and she'd gone. And the bowling centre, a lot of Casemate Square, very haunted.
Yeah, but the bowling centre is a fort, like the Alamo.
Yeah.
And there was a huge battle fort there, and there was loads and loads of people died trying to take that place. And no wonder it's haunted.
Yeah. The bowling centre, the walls are 15 foot thick. It's an old fort, and Gibraltar have done a wonderful job with it. They've done it half modern and half kept it original, and it's got glass floors and escalators, and it's got a glass staircase, and there's a lot of snakes. They have a snake problem there. It used to be, before it was a bowling centre, it used to be the electricity board.
Do you remember the slither marks up the bowling alleys?
Oh no, that was kids' footprints. They put like a Vaseline over the bowling alleys. With a kind of a piano machine that goes up and it coats the alleys. And my boss came down the glass staircase, and he came over to me and he said, "What kid has been running up and down the bowling line?" And I said, "No kid, it's 9:30 in the morning, James. What the fuck are you talking about? I can't see any footprints." He said, "On lane 1, come up the staircase with me and you have a look." And he was right. About halfway down they started. Little footprints, like a 3 or 4 year old. And they went all the way up to the pin machine, and that was it. They vanished. They didn't go to the left, the right. It's like they'd been beamed up, or they, worse still, had crawled into the machine. I said to him, well, for a start, I can't imagine a child running in that straight line. We checked the pin rooms. There was no sign of a child. It was bizarre. I said, well, look, it looks like they've landed halfway through. Crazy stuff. Loads of ghost stories at the bowling centre. That's a good place for ghost hunting.
Yeah. I remember when I was parachuting, do you remember the last jump I did in Holland.
Oh God!
I landed in someone's field. It was a ploughed field with soil and that, and a bit thump. Landed in the middle, got the parachutes all wound up, and then walked out. And people would think, well, they follow the footsteps. The footsteps go all the way into the fit, and then just stop. And there's no. Where did he come from? There's no other footprints, you know.
Oh, you were miles off course, weren't you? Because you had a big round parachute. Yeah. But I mean, nobody parachuted at 9:30 in the morning onto lane 1 of the bowling centre.
No.
Oh, we had loads of stuff like that. But the snakes, because I think what it is, people buy pet snakes, like pythons, and they get to a certain size and they let them go. That's what I deduced. I mean, I don't know. Apparently they had one come up through the floor behind the bar in the bowling centre, and the kids' bowling alley, that was a popular place. And security said one night a great big black snake, about 8 foot long, came down the glass staircase, you know, where the lift is. And I'm like, are you joking?
I've seen one big black snake in Spain that was big, but it was fast and it was gone.
Yeah, they are.
No sign of it. You couldn't find it if you wanted to. It was gone.
They're phenomenally fast. I know Sammy bought that little pet corn snake. Oh, a really cute little snake. And it panicked, and it moved. It sort of stuck its head up, and it did that, and it was a blur. I mean, it was moving that fast. I thought that's faster than a cat. And we had one on the roof. That disappeared quick, didn't it?
Yeah. They have snakes in Spain. They hang about in the drains. They eat the roaches and things. And
they have them in Gibraltar in the bowling centre, if you please. I mean, I never saw a snake in all the time I was there, but it was normally at night, because snakes are very, very scared. It was normally at night with security when the place is quiet, and then the snake comes out, and then of course security would see it, or the cameras would pick it up. But anyway, right, it's getting a bit windy.
Drink up.
Let's get the bill and go home. Thank you very much for joining us for dinner. How
Good
bizarre.
night. Good night. And may your God go with you.